and welcome back to Crawling with Dungeons. I'm Rob. We're continuing on today with our posse after our stay in the previous town, and we're getting into the second City of Ancients mission. It's called Stop the Ritual. Rumors have been swirling around about a secret cult down in the mines that worship the dark gods of old. The tales tell of human sacrifice and summoning rituals designed to break down the barriers between worlds and bring demonic creatures through. If true, this has to be stopped. Setup is, the mission has a fixed map layout, as you can see, as shown in the diagram in the book. The entire board should be constructed during setup. I've already done that. And there are 4 open-ended objective doors. So you've got one here, one there, one here, and one here. I'm not sure you can see it. Each room has a random exploration token on it, face down. I've done that. You need to summon the summoning chamber map tile, which I have. And the heroes start on the map entrance tile. And the mission goal, the heroes must search the mine to find the location of the summoning chamber and stop the ritual before it's complete. There are 4 possible locations for the summoning chamber room. These are marked on the map diagram with blue arrows. So I'll give you an indication there, sort of like as the map is set up. The mission uses a fixed map as shown. Let's see. Hero Posse marker moves by stages. In this mission, the Hero Posse marker is not positioned on the map entrance space of the depth track at the start of the game. Instead, it's placed on the top of the first stage of the depth track. When it is called to do so, move the marker to the top of the next stage. In this way, the Hero Posse marker moves in large chunks, stage by stage, rather than incrementally, space by space. Creature summoning objective. During the final fight, anytime the hold back the darkness roll is failed, roll a d6. On a roll of 1, 2, or 3, immediately add a low threat card to the fight. These enemies are placed normally, not in ambush. Alright, there are 4 objective doors on the board marked by blue arrows. After fully completing any encounters or attacks on the exploration token in a room with an objective door, reveal the face down number counter that's by the door. If the number is a 1, the heroes have found the objective room, placing the summoning chamber map tile to the objective door. If it is any other number, it is blocked off with an end cap, and you must roll a d6. On a roll of 1, 2, or 3, the Hero Posse marker is moved to the next stage of the depth track. Summoning chamber. Once the summoning chamber has been found and attached to the board, the heroes have reached the objective room. And the final fight, revealing all growing dread cards in the stack as normal, and the heroes must face an epic threat that has already been summoned in the summoning chamber. The creature summoning special rule is now in effect. The creature summoning special rule is now in effect in the summoning chamber until all enemies have been defeated, putting a stop to the ritual for good. All right, and then you get 50 XP per hero for a reward, and failure is something we don't want to contemplate. All right, so, just another day in the mine, stop at a ritual. Gonna get this posse going. All right, so we know we have the gambler. Now we have the bandito with us, and we have the frontier doc. But last time we added some members to our posse. We added the faithful dog. We added the pack mule, and we added the henchman, who is also a frontier deputy. Last time, our frontier doctor gained the keyword law, and she was able to hire a frontier deputy who was kind of sweet on her. So he decided to follow her into the mines. Probably not a good idea for him, but oh well. Love him makes you do crazy things. We got a pack mule, Packy the pack mule. It's pack mule, so they're designed to carry things, and that's what he's going to do. And then finally, we have the faithful dog. The faithful dog doesn't have a name yet. I have posted the last video of them in town, and we have yet to get a name for the faithful dog. I will look and see, and hopefully we can get that pretty soon. We did pretty good in the town. We were able to get a lot of supplies, but we all came away with some wounds. The bandito is sitting at 6 wounds right now. The frontier doc is sitting at 5, and the gambler is sitting at 5. So little worse for wear going into the mine step in this ritual, but you know what? That never stopped us before. So as we do every time, let's roll to hold back the darkness. All right, we got an 8. So we successfully held back the darkness. Okay, so the initiative for the henchman is a 2. Let's see. No, it's actually a 3 for the frontier deputy. It's a 1 for the mule, and it is a 5 for the faithful dog. Let's read the rules for the faithful dog here. He moves 8. All heroes on the same and adjacent map tiles roll 1 extra die for scavenge dice. Scavenge test, the faithful dog may move through other models and may look through doorways to explore the map. Also, once per adventure, may discard and redraw an exploration token or encounter card. All adjacent enemies do -1 damage with their attacks, and that is his bark ability, so minimum of 1. And item, faithful dog may carry but not use any one side bag token. Okay, so let's go ahead and move with the gambler first. All right, so the gambler is going to move 4. All right, so he's just going to move up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to roll scavenge. Okay, he did get a scavenge. Okay, so let's put a scavenge marker on there real quick. Looking around, scavenging the room. See what we find. Hopefully it's not a hideous discovery or something like that. We'll see. Also, as a reminder, when we were in the town, one of the travel hazards gave us a benefit. So anytime we scavenge and find gold, or loot and find gold, we get 10 extra. And anytime we scavenge or loot to find darkstone, we get 1 extra shard. That was a pretty good travel hazard. All right, let's see what we get here. Oh, something shiny. Okay. Let's see. Something shiny. So we're going to roll a d6. And we got a 3, which gives us 1 darkstone shard. But because of that addition, it's going to give us 2 darkstone shards. So the gambler has stumbled upon a couple of darkstone shards. And he's going to get 10 XP from that. And we're going to go with the faithful dog with no name. And he's going to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to get right in front of one of his new pals. All right, the frontier duck. She's going to make a move of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to stop behind the gambler. And she's going to scavenge. And she got 2 6s, so 2 scavenge. All right. Let's try this again. Always happy to scavenge in the mines. Well, not always. I guess we are on a time crunch, but we'll see. See what happens. All right, the first one is nothing here, 10 XP, nothing to find. All right, she'll take the 10 XP though. And then the second one is small find, 25 gold, which is 35 gold. So that's her turn. And then the bandito is gonna go. So the bandito does have an extra move. He's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he is also gonna scavenge because the dog lets us scavenge +1 time here. So let's see. So no, he did not get anything on that. And then the henchman is going to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the mule is going to move. So the mule is going to move up 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what you do. Bring your trusty mule into the mines. Packy the pack mule. Ever faithful. All right. So we are not actually on this exploration token. So we're going to have to, or on this map tile, so we're going to have to roll again to hold back the darkness. Okay, so we got a 7. We did hold back the darkness. We're going to move the dog. So 1, 2, 3, since they're the same initiative. And then roll to move the gambler. Get a 5, 2, 3. Right there. And then he is going to scavenge on this new tile. Nope. And then the frontier dock is going to move. She got a 4. 2, 3. Four. She's gonna scavenge. Nope. And then finally the Bandito is gonna move 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna move up the Frontier Deputy and 1, 2, 3 for the Mule. The Bandito is gonna scavenge, and he did get 1. Small find, 50 gold and 10 XP. So let's turn this exploration token over, and we have an attack. Double peril die of Lost Army. Great. Okay, so we're gonna roll that. And wouldn't you know it, it is a 12. We interrupted something here. You know, it could have been easier. We don't do easy. We bought all these henchmen just to watch them die in hideous ways. These guys are not easy either. So, it begs the question, did we just totally miss these guys when we walked in the room? Okay, that is a bit of a full board there. All right. Okay, so these guys are initiative 2, which is good. Fear 2, hero starting their activation automatically takes 2 horror hits. Battle line, while in formation, a Lost Army model is armor 5 up and only makes a retreat move on a roll of 6. And let's see, Held Musket Volley, ranged attack, range 10, asterisk shots, damage 1, shots equal to the number of Lost Army soldiers in the line of sight to target. So we need to take a lot of these guys out. Okay, let's roll to hold back the darkness. And we did, got a 7. Okay, so the gambler is going to attack first. So he's just gonna roll to attack. Now he has several pistols, totaling to a total of 7 attacks. He does have a prehensile tail, which is awesome, and it carries an extra pistol. So he's going to be firing, he's going to be going at a 6 for his quick draw pistol. Any combat hit rolls of 6 up do +1 damage. So he's going to make his 7 shots. Oops. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to use his grit to reroll these 3. Okay, so he got 7 hits. No 6s, that's all right. It's 7 hits though. All right, and then he's gonna roll to wound. And then he is going to use, once per fight, free attack, range 3, 2 shots from his newly purchased repeating holdout pistol. So that's 2 more shots. The crit on a 5 or 6. Okay, that's a 6. So we're gonna do that separately. That's a critical, and then it's a 4 +1 from his ability, which gives him a total of 5 damage. Okay, so we're gonna just put that on a 5. And then the armor for this guy is a 4 up, so he's not gonna do, wow, he's not gonna do any damage at all beyond that. Is he? Yeah, okay. All right, so he's gonna do 5 damage to one of these guys, and they are gonna get their armor rolls. Or he is gonna get his armor roll. All right, so he, oh shoot, I gotta reroll that because that's more than 5. Okay, so he only blocked 1. No, he blocked none of those. So he took 1 guy out. Let's see. We'll take this guy out right here. So that's going to give him a 30 experience points. That could have went way better. You guys have pretty good defense. We're gonna go with the dog. Okay, so the dog is going to roll. He gets 1 combat attack. And he hits on a 4 better. Okay, he hit. Okay, he does 3 damage, which is not going to get through the armor of the Lost Army. Frontier Doc, she is going to heal, use one of her bandages for the Gambler. So that's 3 plus 3, that's 6 wounds. He only had 5. So she's going to get 10 for each of those points she healed. So that's going to give her 50 because he only had 5 points of damage. Okay, and then she's going to attack. Oh, she's going to roll the move. No, I don't think the Gambler rolled the move either. He got a 2, and then she got a 5. All right, so she is going to stand there and attack the guy in front of her with her bone saw. Now, she is got medical training, so okay, the bandages, field surgery, field research. First time you encounter a new enemy type, collect 50 XP. Your attacks are +1 damage against the enemy types you have encountered. All right, so let's look and see if she has encountered these guys before. I'm not sure. Bandits. Yes, she has encountered these guys before. All right, so that's going to let her get +1 damage. And she's going to get a marker for her jar. And then she is going to roll for her triage ability, which will get her another grit since she healed a character, and she does. So she's going to grab another grit. Now, she's going to roll to attack. All right, with the saw, the bone saw, the surgeon saw, sorry. You melee to hit rolls of 6. Do +2 damage each. Okay, so she is going to roll to attack, and she has 2 combat dice. All right, so she's going to do that now. All right, so she got 2 hits because she hits on a 4 up in melee. All right, so she got 2 hits, and then she's going to roll for damage. So she got a 6 and a 5. And because of her abilities, that's going to be a 7, and this is going to be a 6. So that's 2 damage here and 3 damage there for a total of 5 armor rolls. Okay, wow, he defended 2, but he took 3, so he is out. All right. So she's going to grab 30 XP for that. And she started her turn next to that guy, so she's gonna have to roll, and so did the Gambler. So he's gonna have to make 4 sanity checks, and he passed 1 of them, so he's gonna take 3 sanity damage. And then she's going to take the 2 hits, and she blocked both of those. Okay. So now the Bandito is gonna start next to 1, 2, 3 of these guys. So he's going to have to take 6 hits. 6 horror hits. Horror. All right. Okay, so he blocked 3 and took 3. I'm sorry, he blocked 2 and took 4. His defense is a 4 up. That's not good. He's gonna drink a whiskey and get rid of 5. So he's gonna get rid of 4 of those and 1 wound. No, I'm sorry, just a 4. It's not just a whiskey. Okay, so he got rid of all of that, and he got rid of a whiskey token. Okay, he's gonna be a wild card, recover a grit. All right, so let's roll the move for him. So you get a 1, he's gonna go ahead and recover a 2nd grit. Nice. And then he is going to definitely use his free attack to throw some dynamite, because these guys are crazy. Let's see, so if we throw it here, it could hit him. So we're gonna throw it right there and see if we can We hit on a 6. Okay, so now we're gonna roll damage on all of these guys. So we're gonna start here. Okay, that's 3 damage there. All right, so he's gonna roll his 3. Okay, so it is an armor save of 5 up, so he is destroyed. That is gonna give the Bandito 30 XP. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, now the guy right here is gonna take 3, and he's gonna roll his armor. And no, he is definitely gone. Okay, so that is already Dynamite's doing its work. Let's see. All right, and then so it's here. So yeah, it's gonna attack that guy. So 6 for that guy. All right. Okay, so it's gonna be a total of 6 dice. Okay, so he blocked 2, but took 4. So that is another one down. Wow. Dynamite for the win. All right, so it's gonna be this guy. It's gonna take 3. Okay, so he is going to have a couple of damage on him. Did not kill that guy completely. All right, the guy back here. All right, that's 6. So he's gonna have to roll. Okay, he blocked 1. So he is no more. That is another 30 XP for him. And then this guy here takes 1. And he did not block it, so he's gonna take 1 damage. And then finally the guy that was sitting on the dynamite, gonna take 6. That makes sense. He blocks 2, so he is gone as well. So that is a final 30 points of experience for the Bandito. Wow, all right. And then the Bandito is going to use his newly gained daggers. He has now got 2 hunting knives, 2 per turn, reroll melee to hit. Let's see, it's gonna give him +1 attack and 2 rerolls. All right, so that gives him a total of 3 attack dice. And he hits on 4s, so that's 2 hits. And then he is gonna roll 2, right, so we're gonna reroll 1 of those. So that's 3 hits total. And we're gonna roll to damage. So the only one that got through is right there. So he's gonna roll his armor for that, and he made it, so no damage on that. That is unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Okay, and then he, after killing an enemy, roll a d6 to recover a grit. We killed quite a few, so that's 1 he did not recover. 2 he did not recover. 3 he did recover 1. Ha 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 ha! Sinister laugh. All right, so he's got a max grit of 3, so he is at his max. Okay, but a lot more sinister laughs were followed. Ha 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 ha! A lot of explosive laughter, I would say. All right, so that is the Bandito. Now it is the turn of the Frontier Deputy. So the Frontier Deputy has a shotgun. Let's see, so it's a range 4, 2 shots. Uses D8 to hit and damage. All right, so he can't get criticals, but he can definitely take some shots. All right, so 7 and 8, that definitely hits. And then 5 and a 4. So the 5, he's going to put that right here. And then this guy's going to try to roll his armor. And he did not. So he takes that guy out. Good shot. Frontier Deputy. Now, that leaves the Pack Mule and the Lost Army. So the Lost Army is going to move. This guy's going to move up 1, 2 to get in formation. This guy is going to move 1, 2, trying to get back into formation, but he cannot. Okay, so these guys are going to roll to see who they're going to attack. So this guy is going to roll to attack. He can see everybody, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he's attacking the Frontier Deputy. Okay, so he's going to make how many attacks here? How many shots? Equal to the number of Lost Army soldiers in line of sight to the target. So everybody's in line of sight, so it's 4 shots. Okay, so he hits on a 5 or better, so he did no damage there. Now the next Lost Army guy is going to shoot at the same guy. It's going to be 4 shots. And he got 2 hits. Okay, so it's damage 1. And then the defense of the Frontier Deputy is a 4, so he's going to take 1 wound. And then moving on to the next guy, he is going to attack the Mule. All right, so he's going to get 4 shots at the Mule. I guess he did not like burrows when he was alive. So it's 2 hits, and the Mule blocks both of those with a 3 and a 4. So he is gonna not take any damage. And then finally, this guy is going to attack the Bandito. And he hits once, and the Bandito is gonna roll to defend, and he does not. So he is gonna take 1 damage from that shot. Okay, and then the Mule is simply going to move up 1. Okay, so now we are rolling to hold back the darkness. All right, we got a 10. We did hold back the darkness. So now we are going to roll for the fear hits. For the gambler, and he blocked 1 and took 1 sanity damage. Okay, so that's putting him up to a 4. So he's gonna he's got a couple of whiskeys. He's gonna roll to try to recover some of that. So he got a 3 with 1 of his whiskey tokens, and that's used. A little bit of liquid courage, and then he is going to roll to move. Got a 6. He's just going to stay where he is. And then he's going to take his shots. It's 5, 6, 7 shots. All right, so he got 2 6s there. Those missed. 2 regular hits and 2 6s. So that's 2 criticals. And then those are going to be +1 damage for his high roller, and then he's going to roll the damage for those. He's going to roll the damage for 1 of those on this guy first. So that's a 4. So he's going to get his 4 attempts at armor saves, and he does not save those. So he is going to go down, and that's going to give the gambler 30 points of experience. And then, so that's the first one of those. And the second one is going to be here. That's a 6 damage. So he's gonna have to roll 6 armor saves. Oh, right. That's right. What am I doing? He can't get crits on this. So it would have been, instead of 4 would have taken off, it would have done 1 damage. My bad. Take that XP off. Sorry. Okay, so it would have been 1 damage for the first one, and he would have rolled an armor save, and he did not get it, so it would have been 1 damage. Because their defense was a 4, but he does +1 when he rolls a 6. All right, so let's roll for the second 6. Okay, so that's a 3, that's a 4. It does not get past his defense. And then the 5 is a 1, and that's a 5 damage. So that would be 1 damage on that guy. So he's going to roll his armor save, and he did not get it. So that's 2 damage to that guy. Okay, yep, that's it. Okay, so now it's going to be the dog's turn. Dog is going to attack. So he hits on a 5. He does 6. So that's going to be 2 wounds. And he blocks 1 and takes 1. So the dog took that Lost Army guy out. He is going to take one of the bones, one of the femur bones of the Lost Army skeleton. And he's going to carry that like a trophy. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the Frontier Dock. She's going to move up 1 and heal. She's going to roll to move. Okay, she's got a 4. She'll move up 1. She's going to use a bandage on the bandito. So that's 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, so she's going to get 50 XP for that, using up 1 of her bandages. So that's 2 bandages she's used. And then she's going to attack with her saw. So she gets 2 hits. And those are going to be just the regular hits. So she did no damage with those. Well, she did. So that's going to be 1 plus 1 damage. So that'll be a 4, and that would be a 3, but that does not get past their defense. She was not next to those guys. She didn't have to take the horror hits. So now it's onto the bandito. He is going to have to take 6 horror hits. Okay, so he blocked. He's gonna use a grit and reroll that. Blocked 1. Wow, okay, so he's gonna take all of that. So he's gonna take 5 sanity damage. Yeesh. Good thing he bought so much whiskey. He's gonna have to get completely intoxicated to stay in this fight. Okay, so he is going to roll for his daggers, his hunting knives. Okay, so I missed 1. I can re-roll that. Okay, so I got 2 critical hits. All right, so the first critical hit is a 6. So this guy right here, he's gonna have to roll 6 armor saves. Wow, he got 2, but he is destroyed. He took 4. That's gonna give the bandito 30 more XP. And then the second critical hit. So that's 1. All right, so he's gonna make an armor save. So he did not, so he's gonna take 1. And then finally the wound, the regular wound, is a 6, so that's 2. And then the Sinister Laugh, right, D6 on a 5 up. He's going to do his Sinister Laugh ability. Did not get it. Oh. And then, so this guy is going to roll to try to get his armor saves, and he definitely got his armor saves. Okay, so that does nothing. And then he has eye stalk, so his mutation adds +1 critical hit damage. So this guy's gonna have to roll 2 more armor saves. So he got 1, so he did take 1 more damage. Okay. Now, we move on to the Frontier Deputy. All right, so he rolled a 1 and a 4, so he got 1 hit. And he did 3 damage, which is not gonna do anything against their defense. Okay, and the mule is simply gonna move up 1. Ah, the mule doesn't go yet. That's right, it's the Lost Army. All right, so these guys are gonna go. The first guy is going to shoot at, doesn't say they changed target, so it's going to shoot at the pack mule. All right, so it's 2 shots, so 2 misses. And then the next guy is going to shoot at the bandito. Right, it's not going to do any damage. And then that is the turn, so we're going to roll the whole bag of darkness. We got double 6s. Okay, let's see what that says. The depth event chart for double 6s. Stubborn resolve, this place is horrible and unforgiving, but you're not about to give up without a fight. Each hero immediately may heal D6 wounds / sanity, any mix, or recover 1 grit. KO'd heroes may immediately recover, rolling for injury and madness, and healing 2d6. Okay, so for the bandito, he's going to take 3 and get rid of some of that sanity damage he just took, so that'll give him 2 instead of 5. So we're going to roll for the Frontier Doc. She's going to get 2. She's got 5 wounds right now, so that'll take her down to 3 wounds. And then the Gambler, going to take 4, so it's just going to remove that sanity damage she has. And then, so the Gambler is going to roll to move. All right, so it's going to move a 3. 1, 2. It's just going to move up 2 and roll to hit. Seven shots. Okay, so he got 3 6s to hit, so those are going to be +1 damage, and then a regular hit. Okay, so we're going to roll those 3 first. Oh boy. All right, so none of those got past their defense, and then the 1 regular hit is a 4, and that does not get past their defense as well. So we're gonna use nope, we're not gonna use anything yet. Okay, so that is Gambler done. Dog is going to move up and attack. Got a 6, that's a hit. And a 6 for damage. That's gonna be 2 damage on top of his defense, so that's 2 armor saves. And no, wow, this dog is bone hungry. Wow, that's amazing. That dog is worth his weight in the gold that we paid for him. Okay, now the Frontier Doc is gonna go. She is going to roll to move. And that's a 2. So, oh, she forgot to roll to see if she got a grit for healing. She did not. Okay, so she's going to move up and attack. All right, so she got 1 critical hit and 1 hit. All right, that's 3. So he's gonna roll 3 armor saves. So he got 2, but he missed 1, so that's it. That is the last Lost Army fighter in the group, and that is gonna nail her 30 XP for the effort. Oh wow, that was a good fight. All right, so the Bandito has not gone. We're all gonna catch our breath. So he is gonna get 6 back. So he's gonna take the 2 sanity and 2 wounds that he had off his record sheet. Pretty nice. He is fully healed. Okay, and then the Gambler is fully healed. The Frontier Doc is going to get 2 wounds back. Nice. And the Deputy is going to take his wound off. And the Pack Mule did not have any damage. The dog did not have any damage. Okay. And then we're going to grab some loot. All right, so for the Gambler, it's going to get coins. It's going to get 25 plus 25, 50, and then 30 XP. And then the Frontier Doc is going to get a D6 times 50 gold and 20 XP. Nice. All right, so she got 5 times 50 is 250. She'll take it. She will take it. Okay, and then finally the Bandito is going to get D3 shards plus 1. So he's going to get 4 shards of Darkstone. Wow. And he's going to put that on the Pack Mule. Now we've recovered. Let's roll to hold back the darkness. Double 6s, what? Okay. All right, so the Bandito is going to recover a grit. I think the Frontier Doc is also going to recover a grit. And then the Gambler is also going to recover a grit. That's pretty lucky. All right, so the Gambler is going to roll to move. Got 5. I tell you what, we'll just move up this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the Frontier Doc, she rolled a 3. 3. The Gambler is going to scavenge. Okay, as is the Frontier Doc. All right, and then finally the Bandito. We get a 1, so he's gonna roll again because he's at max grit, right? Yeah, he's at max grit, that's right. So total of 4 plus 1 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to roll the scavenge. He got 1 scavenge. Okay. Let's see what he gets. He is going to get something shiny. Okay. Got a 5. That is draw a gear card and 10 XP. You got a follower's hat. -1 initiative. You have +1 damage on all attacks against targets with higher initiative. A henchman ally with this item equipped may roll 3 dice and discard the lowest when rolling on the henchman exploration chart. We're going to give that to Deputy Colt. And then we are going to move the dog. He moves a total of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. He is not going to cross the threshold yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2, 3. Poor Pack Mule is trying to keep up. He is a movement of 3. Okay. So that's a roll to hold back the darkness. Okay, ooh, double 2s. That's not good. It's like, oh, great, we're doing so great. Depth event chart. Dark Dread. Things are looking more and more bleak by the moment. Draw a Growing Dread card and add it to the stack. Alright, so I'm gonna put a Growing Dread card on the stack. Okay, so the gambler got a 1, so he's gonna get a grit and move up 1 and scavenge. All right, got 2 6s. Okay, all right. Oh, Hideous Discovery. That's not good. It's gonna get 10 XP. The experience is worth it. All right, take 3 horror hits that do 2 sanity damage each. Not great. Okay, he's gonna expend a grit to re-roll that. And it doesn't matter, so he took 6 sanity damage and lost a grit. Food is in his mind. He's gonna use his last whiskey token and get 1 back. Okay, great, awesome. That was totally worth it. Okay, Hideous Discovery, and then nothing here. Another 10 XP. Well, I kind of wish it was 2 nothing here's. A lot of sanity damage. Okay, and then that has got a second scavenge on it. And then the dog is going to move up in front of the gambler. And then we're going to roll to move for the Frontier Dock. She got a 1. Wow, okay, so she's at max grit. She's just going to use that to roll. And that's a 2, so that'll give her a 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the Bandito. You get a 2, so that's going to give him a grit. He's at max grit, so he's going to roll to move. 2, so that's going to be able to get him all the way up here. And then we're going to move the Frontier Deputy. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3 for the mule. So, yeah, the Bandito is going to move back because the mule has not made it to the next. The Bandito is actually carrying the lantern. So, okay. Then we're going to turn this exploration token over, and we've got 2 encounters. Okay, 2 encounters, 9 encounters. All right, let's draw the first one. Okay, gateway to another world. A shimmering portal to another world fills the room with dancing light. This room has 1 extra door that is a gate. All of the exits already have doors on them. 1 is chosen randomly now as a gate. Then roll a d6 on a 1, 2, or 3. Something emerges from the gate. An attack. Draw a threat card. Okay, so I'm assuming we can't do this because of the fixed nature of the board. So we are going to draw another encounter card. Damned if you do. A dark specter stands watch in the shadows before you. As you approach, it extends 1 ghostly arm out to block the path with an icy chill. In your mind, a soulless whisper demands payment for your dark past. Each hero must choose, offer payment. Discard $100 plus an extra 50 for each corruption point and mutation you already have. Stand by your choices. Roll a d6 for each corruption point and mutation you currently have. On a roll of 1 or 2, you immediately gain another corruption point or mutation, whichever you're rolling for, ignoring willpower. Grit may not be used on these rolls. Eee. Okay, well, that's a choice. All right, so let's see how much corruption do we have on our characters. Okay, so the Bandito is currently at 2 corruption, and he has his tentacle eye stalks Oh, his eye stalks. Okay, so he would need to pay $100, $200, 250 gold. He only has 45 plus whatever he's picked up, which is not much. It's a 50. So he's just going to have to take his chances on gaining corruption and mutation. That's a risk he's willing to take. All right, so roll a d6 for each point. Okay, so we're gonna roll for the 2 points. Okay, a 3 to 6. All right, so we're good there. And then finally for the mutation is a 4. So he passed. He's good. Okay, so let's move on to the gambler. He has 1 corruption point and 1 mutation. So, and he has 865. So he's gonna roll for his, yeah, he's just gonna roll. All right, so this is for the corruption. Oh, that's another corruption point. And then the mutation is a 6, he's good there. So that he's gonna add, he's feeling pretty bad about the choices he's made in his life. So he's gonna add another corruption point. Okay. You win. All right, and finally the Frontier Doc. She's got 2 corruption points, but no mutations. So let's see what she can do here. All right, she blocked all of that. That's great. Okay. So damned if you do, pal. All right, and so the second encounter is Flickering Lantern. As the lantern flickers and threatens to go out, the hero's fears are made manifest in the shadows. All heroes are subject to voices in the dark during the next turn. Any hero starting their activation on a map tile that is not within the old lantern's light on the same or adjacent map tile begins hearing voices in the dark, slowly driving them mad. That hero immediately takes d6 horror hits. Okay. So we're going to be taking d6 horror hits for each hero for that. And we're going to be rolling to hold back the darkness. And we did. We got a 7. Okay, so the gambler is going to take 4. So, and he blocks none of those. So, does he have any grit? Yeah, he's going to use one of his grit to re-roll that, because it doesn't say we can't do that. Okay, so he's blocking all but 1. It's much better. And then the Bandito, I take 4. And he blocks. So he's going to take 3. 1, 2, 3 sanity damage. And then the Frontier Doc, she's going to take 5. Okay, so she is going to use one of her grit to re-roll those. Okay, so she takes 2 sanity damage. All right, so those encounters are completed. Encounter deck back. And roll to move for the gambler. He's going to get a 3, so 1, 2, 3. Dog's going to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the gambler's going to roll scavenge. He got a 6, so he got 1. He got a Chilling Dread. Draw a Grow Dread card and add it to the stack. Wow. That sucks. Great. And 10 XP. Okay. Right. So much for scavenging. Okay. Then the Frontier Doc. She got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. She's gonna scavenge. She got a 6. She's gonna pull that scavenge off. And mark 2 scavenges on this tile. going for the far door there. Try to see what we can see. Maybe we'll reach the ritual room, the summoning room. All right, she pulled a small find, which is going to be 25 plus 25 is 50 gold. All right, and then 10 XP. And then the bandito is going to roll the move. Get a 4, so that's a 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Scavenge roll. Nope. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Packy's coming. Packy's coming. All right, so now we're gonna roll again to hold back darkness. That's a 5. We did not hold back the darkness. Oh, right, so that's the first time we've done that. Okay, all right, so we're gonna roll to move for the gambler. Get a 1, so he's gonna recover a grit. That's good for the gambler. Good for the goose is good for the gambler. He's gonna move here. And then the frontier dock. She got a 3, so 1, 2, wait. You were living right there. She's just gonna move right there. Scavenge. She got a 6. So this is the 3rd scavenge. Since the dog is on the tile, we can do that. She got nothing here, 10 XP. And that tile is scavenged completely. Now the doggy is here. Okay, and then move the bandito up. He's gonna just sit there on that tile, so is the dog. And so is he, and he's gonna scavenge this room. Got a 6. Okay. Bandito, Chilling Dread. Draw a Growing Dread card. Okay, we may just stop scavenging altogether. All right, so we're gonna turn over this, and we get 2 encounters here. All right, so encounter number 1 is Massacre. You've stumbled onto a scene of a massacre. Broken and twisted body parts cover the floor and the walls are spattered with gore. Every time a hero starts in or enters a space in this map tile, they take 1 horror hit. This map tile may be scavenged up to 2 extra times. I like that. Just sift through the blood and gore. It's fine. Okay, so enters a space. All right. So, and then get the next encounter card. Feast of Demons. Entering the room, you stop in your tracks. At the far end of the chamber, a horde of all manner of gruesome demonic creatures, big and small, crowd around a fetid and rotting husk, feeding on the entrails. Choose. Confront the demons. Each hero is attacked and takes D6 by D6 demonic creatures and must make Spirit 4 test. For each 4 rolled, you defeat one of the demon creatures, gaining 10 XP or 15 if holy. For each demonic creature not defeated, take 2 wounds, 2 sanity, ignoring defense and willpower before they return to the shadows. Or find another way around, place end caps on every exit of this room to show that the path is blocked. Ooh, boy. All right, so I think we're just going to confront our demons. All right, Spirit. All right, so the gambler is a spirit of 2. All right, so you get a 5 and a 3. He's going to use a fortune to re-roll that 3. And he got a 2. All right, so he's going to take 2 wounds and 2 sanity damage. Let's roll for the Frontier Doc. She's got a spirit of 2. Okay, so she passed 1. She's gonna use a grit. Nope. It's a waste of a grit. Okay, so she's gonna take 2 and 2. And then finally the Bandito's just got a spirit of 3. So he passed 2 of them. He's gonna use one of his grit. And he passed all 3. So he's gonna get 30 XP. Finally, somebody stood up to the demons. Okay, that is the encounter. The encounters have been done, completed. Pretty nasty. Okay, so at this point, we're going to look at our mission. So once we've completed all the encounters and attacks, reveal the number. If it's a 1, they've found the summoning chamber. If it's any other number, then we roll. Okay, so this is the number 3, and that is not the roll we need. When I put an end cap on that. And we're gonna roll a D6. Okay, that's a 4. So I believe it's a 1, 2, or 3. Yes, on a roll of 1, 2, or 3, the hero posse marker is moved to the next stage of the death track. So it is not moved. So now we will roll to hold back the darkness. All right, we get a 10, so that's a success. And then we will roll to move for the gambler. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's gonna move right there. Okay, and then he is not gonna scavenge. We got a grit for the frontier dock. Okay, she's gonna take that grit and then move for 1. All right, and then the Bandito is gonna move 3, 2, 3, and I get a 2, so he gets a grit back. So he's gonna roll. He's at max grit, so he's gonna have 5. So he's gonna just move up next to the gambler. And then the dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can move through. And then 4. And then Packy. 2, 3. All right. So now we're going to look at the exploration token. We got 1 encounter. All right. Let's see what that is. Trader's Echo. A cold shiver floats in the air, and you can see your breath in front of you. Stepping into the dank chamber, a chorus of chilling voices echoes down the halls. You sold us out. Give us our cut of the loot. Spirit of 5 test. If passed, gain 20 XP. So this is for everybody. As you resist the chilling voices, if failed, take D6 horror hits that do 2 sanity each. Also, for every 1 or 2 rolled for this skill test, you must discard D6 times 25 as the angry spirits steal what they deem to be their cut of the loot. Great, great. Another spirit test. We're so good at those. Okay, so the gambler, spirit of 2, and he got a 6, so he is good. He is good. No 1s or 2s rolled. He's fine. All right, the frontier duck, she got a 4, so she's gonna roll. She's gonna use that grit, good old grit, and try to pass that test. She got a 5. Okay, so she's good, and she didn't roll a 1 or 2. And then finally, we're gonna roll for the Bandito, and he got a 4, so he's gonna roll use a grit, and he got a 5 and a 6, but he did get a 2, so D6 times 25 gold. So that's a 6. So he is completely out of gold. He no longer has any gold at all. Just completely gone. That encounter has been completed. Trader's Edge. That's a cool encounter. And then we're going to turn this over, and this is a 4, so this is not the room we were looking for. Let's roll to hold back the darkness. And we got a 5. We did not hold back the darkness, so that's going to be a darkness card. And that is Strength of the Void. All void enemies are now +1 defense. Remains in play. Another remains in play card to add to our map tile horror hits card. So we're going to put that right there because that's where that takes effect.